What's up, guys? I promised you a conspiracy theory last week, this week, and we are at it. This is Kim. She's new.
Hi.
Okay, so we're gonna get right into it. First conspiracy theory, right? So, in the event of a zombie apocalypse, like this is like a real like scenario thing, right? Humans would be wiped out in less than 100 days, dude. Like, we're not gonna have no freaking Walking Dead where you're just like, duh. No, it's over in 100 days. Because according to a study, zombies would cause Earth's population to drop to about 200 survivors in like 100 days. So you'd have Walking Dead for like a week, and then you'd be gone. Straight up gone. So, and that reminds me of the whole zombie deer meat. Have you heard of that? Okay, so there's like this meat, I think it started in Minnesota, and it's like deer, and like people are killing them, and it's red meat, so you can eat it like raw. And like if you eat it raw, you'll get the disease. And it's like zombie disease is really like your body decaying from the inside out, and it makes you a cannibal because you're just hungry like for meat, like period.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So like if you eat that deer meat, you a zombie. So like they're trying to like contain it because if they can't get rid of it and then disease spreads, this crap will happen. So not good. Okay, and then number 2. So this has to do with NASA. And you know how the government can't really tell us much stuff? This might have you thinking. Theorists claim that a mysterious planet known as Planet X, which most of us know about if you know about NASA, is heading towards Earth. And it may crash on our planet closely enough to pull Earth off its freaking axis, almost destroying us. Oh no, actually freaking destroying us. So like, they think that NASA is downplaying the mysterious planet in order to avoid public panic. Because imagine they just go on the news, they're like, there's a planet hurtling quite fast towards Earth, and we'll all die. Like, you know how many people would freak out? So like, if they're keeping it a secret or they're trying to downplay it, I wouldn't blame them. But I kind of would like to know when I'm gonna die. Third one, right? So this is like, you know those parents that are like, I'm a non-vax parent, whatever. So like, GMOs include foods that have been genetically modified or grown in labs. That's what a GMO is, genetically modified. So some claim scientists are distorting facts to silence the harmful truth about them. Like the dangerous products are being released to the public, and some believe possibly like for mass mind control. That's a bit far. It's a bit much.
That is pretty far.
Yeah, that's a bit much. But
so
wait, I'm not done.
Okay, my bad.
So the whole GMO things, that's a bit much. I can understand that like you don't want your kids eating like genetically modified stuff because like there are some like downsides to it, you know, some like side effects, whatever. I can understand that. But to be like they're doing it for mass mind control, that's a bit much, honestly. But fourth conspiracy.
So, if you guys are if you guys know about Willy Wonka, it is believed that Willy Wonka was actually a serial killer, murdering all of the kids on the tour one by one. This theory also says Wonka led Charlie to kill himself through the insanity of knowing that the murders had been taken place without him knowing, and that's why they fly away at the end. So, if you think about it, that actually has me thinking pretty crazy about it. Because, like, all the kids that go to the chocolate factory, like,
they all basically, you know how, like, one turns into, like, a blueberry? And so, like, that could be them dying. Like, the fat chocolate kid, he could have just went in the tube and, like, get shredded or something. He could have died, you know?
Exactly.
So, like, they're trying to downplay it, so it's, like, a kid's movie. But, like, all those kids probably died. At the end, that boy's like, where's all the other kids? Why did I win? And then Willy Wonka's like, oh, they're dead. Don't worry. And he's like, what? You know, so that's when, like, that whole realization. So
maybe that's why he wants him to carry on. Because he's like, hey, you're not like these kids. Like, I want you to lead on this legacy. That would make total
being
sense.
A serial killer, yeah. That's cray-cray. Like, my whole childhood is... Okay, so the fifth conspiracy theory. This kind of goes with the whole killing thing for the last one, right? So it says there's a possibility that Benjamin Franklin was a serial killer. It says in 1998, because over 200 years after his death, his London home was being converted into a museum. You know, like how like Anne Frank's is like kind of a museum. And workers suddenly stumbled upon the bones of 15 human bodies hidden in the basement floor. Some believe that they were used for anatomy studies in an underground illegal medical school. And that is highly likely, honestly, because back then we didn't have as much like technology and research that we do now. So to research it, you needed people to work on.
I can understand that. But like that's crazy
because
back then they didn't have like the materials that they could.
Yeah,
so,
and they didn't have records. Like you would never know that they were gone.
School, they could be doing like surgical like what is it called?
Procedures.
Like something with a baby. What is it called? Abortion. They could have been doing those. Those could have been illegal back then.
Yeah, and not just that, but like they don't have the records. Like if I die, like she'll know because she's my friend, and like my family will know, but nobody else will. So like they'll just think that I died in a car crash or something. So like they won't investigate it. So like they totally could have been real. And, like, everyone's like, he's such a great guy. You know, he had so many accomplishments. He's a serial killer. Like,
you know, like, freaking Christopher Columbus, like, he was
not that great. He was a horrible person.
He was not that great as everyone
horrible
says.
person. He used to rape people and kill them and pillage. What is pillage? Villages? Whatever. You get the point. He's a horrible person.
Yeah.
And, like, in middle school, you know, you learn, like, oh, he's discovered the Americas. Not really.
Really? Okay,
not
honestly,
really.
We did not even discover planet Earth. I really don't think we did. Like, everyone talks, okay, how do you say it? You know how, like, everyone's like, oh, like, we built America from the ground up? Actually, most of, like, the U.S. was actual Indian territory.
Yeah, Native Americans, they were already there.
They just came in and they're like, we're gonna call this our land.
Like, imagine you're, like, in your house, you're just, like, eating some soup, and this dude walks in, like, this is all mine now. You'd be like, who are you?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, and you can't just be like, I found this place when there was people already there.
Yeah, they literally wiped out so many. They killed so many of the Indian tribes.
Yeah,
and
so,
there's really no one who can say that this territory was like that back then.
Yeah, and you know, the thing is, like, I think it's really sad what we did to the Native Americans, but, like, to skin a white dude, like, his face, that's a bit extra. Like, I mean, I know they, like, rape people and kill people, but yikes, bro. Imagine, like, as a white dude, if, like, what if you, like, were a good white guy and, like, you felt bad for the Native Americans, but, like, what could you do? And you're just sitting there watching, like, your coworker get his face skinned. You're just like, oh, like, that would be crazy. Yeah. Like, yikes. Back then was not good times. Ugh. But, yeah, so that's our 5th conspiracy theory. And next week, I'll get you guys a video. I have some videos already recorded, and I'll put some clips. You know, it'll be fun. You'll love it. So I'll see you guys in the next one.
Okay. We out.